the Goodreads app, which I find very useful because I'm a reader too, and you're a big reader, I know.
I am, but I like books.
Okay, so the app is not you don't read an ebook from the app. It's an app that monitors.
Sorry, this is me trying to be all like informed and intelligent, but I'm not. It's just an app. It's not actually an ebook.
This is me just like just embarrassing her, just like not even caring how. So basically it monitors what books you read, what books you want to read, and what books you have read. So it's like a mini collection of everything, and then you hook up with your friends in that network, and you get to see what people are reading. I think. Is this something that interests you? Because I'm always wondering sometimes, like as a friend, I'm like, I wonder what's Denise reading. But then you're not on good apps. Yeah. So I was wondering, would this be something that interests you? If like
yes and no. Let me explain why. Okay. Number one, yes, I think a community of readers is always great, like reading circles. Oprah was right, you know. But at the same time, there's always this creeping suspicion. I think it's anyone who is like a little bit insecure, like, no, they're gonna judge me.
Yeah,
they're gonna laugh at me.
I know.
If, for example, I'm reading 50 Shades of Grey, which I am not, but
second movie's coming out.
But for example, if I happen to be reading 50 Shades of Grey, it's either you own it and be very proud of it, or you be like a bit, oh, I don't really want my circle of reading friends to be like, why is she reading this? Like, you know what I mean? So true. In the app, is it possible to have like privacy settings?
No, you just don't put in the book that you don't want lah. But I'm totally honest, and I think all my like Alfian's art probably like he probably thinks very low of me right now because I read, like if you see, I read a lot of teen fiction, a lot of Disney. There's this thing called Kingdom Keepers, and I read like Vampire, Christopher Pike, and like and you know Twilight and all that. So
please, I still read my Enid Blyton books. I still read them, you know, Sinclair's, Mallory Towers.
But that at least is more legit now.
I don't know if it's legit. It's like, you know, it's for 9-year-olds, but I still read them. Once in a while, I'll take out my old books.
So you're admitting it here already. You might as well sign on so I can see you and not judge you on what.
No, but you know what I do? I'll tell you what I have. I won't tell because you'll probably see it. No, but what I do, I mean, because there are so many apps, right, and so many things you could possibly use to share your life. And I think that the Goodreads app sounds quite fun, and I think it is possibly something I would use because I do love to read. But when it comes to books, for example, on Pinterest, they have a whole section where you can create whatever topics you want and pin. Pictures and with links. But that's what I do on Pinterest.
Oh, okay.
I actually put. I don't remember what I am on Pinterest, but I know it's not private, so I'm sure you can find me. But so that's what I do. Like if I come across a really like great book that I want to share, then of course the picture of the book cover goes up, and then I'll do a little blurb on what the book is about and why I like it.
That works. Yeah, that's good. Okay, cool. So now I know where to find out.
Yes.
What? Without having to ask.
Oh no! Note to self: update Pinterest. It hasn't been updated in a while.
What are the books you're currently reading, or what are the books that you might recommend? One or two that you recommend that are really. You tend to read more non-fiction than fiction?
At the moment, yeah. I want to read more fiction. I don't know why I'm not.
Okay.
It's just like a time thing.
Right.
I'm reading Nonviolent Communication.
Wow.
It's by Marshall Rosenberg, and it's quite
passive aggression, that kind of stuff.
All sorts of things actually. It's
interesting.
It's about how we deal with conflict and how we can have these specific ways to make sure that we communicate with people more empathetically, with more compassion.
Wow.
So if you have a problem, then instead of going, I have a problem and I want to solve this, or I want you to do something for me, you kind of start off by going, okay, what needs of this person are not being met, which is causing them to create conflict.
Right.
And it gives you like concrete ways to do that as well.
It gives you an understanding, but does this book talk about how you bring that to light for them? Do you tell them, okay, this I think is what you're going through, but how do you like?
Yeah, so there's many ways to do it. So it tells you about how to read, whether they're going to be able to meet you halfway, or whether you're going to have to, do more of the work, and how
Right.
to deal with that without getting too upset with yourself.
Interesting. All right, one fiction book for the road.
One fiction book for the road. Let me think about it. I'm gonna go with The We Free Men.
Nice. We were just talking about that. It's a
Yeah.
book by, bless his soul, Terry Pratchett, who's
The
just
late great.
yeah, and it's a
favorite
it's a
author.
teen fiction
It's a children's book.
children's book, not
Yeah,
even
it's a,
teen.
it's a children's book, but it's very it takes children seriously. Like, I love books that don't talk down to children.
Yeah, that's good.
That's why I
yeah.
love them.
must remember
And
to write that.
so the protagonist of The We Free Men is this little girl, a witch,
Right.
named Tiffany Aching. She wants to be a witch, and she's so interesting. She sees a creature from another dimension coming into her world, right? Coming out of a river, and she goes, "What?" And so she takes her baby brother, and she takes a bag of sweets and ties it to a stick and sticks it in the ground next to the river, so that her brother will go like try and get the sweets.
Oh.
And then when the creature comes out again, she whaps it with a frying pan.
Okay.
And that's how the book opens.
And that's how the book. Okay,
So you should
wow.
read that.
And did he wrap it up before he passed on?
I haven't read the last book.
You haven't? You've been
The-
saving it.
I've been saving it because that's the book that was released posthumously after he
Okay.
died.
Right.
So
right.
I'm
Okay,
but so I don't
you're
know if
assuming.
it's concluded.
Okay. Cool.
Wait, have you not read Ready Player
so
One?
you
You
haven't?
haven't?
haven't.
Oh, you lucky son of
But
a
it's an
bitch.
old. It's an older. Like
shit.
it's been out for a while
3
now.
years
so
now,
it
4
wasn't
years
like,
now.
Like right.
Alright,
so
I'm
tell
excited
us,
for you. Brief shotgun, what it's
instead
about.
of, I mean, with
Yeah.
no spoilers, can you tell
No
us?
spoilers. Yeah, no problem. No
why
problem.
it's cool?
Okay, so Ready Player One is this book written by Ernest Cline. By the way, if you haven't heard about it yet, welcome to the ground floor.
Yes.
Steven
And it's-
Spielberg is
yeah.
making a movie. It's going to be out in 2018. It's going to
Wow.
be the biggest
Yeah.
thing.
Wow.
Um,
Basically, in 2018, everyone's gonna be talking about it, and you're gonna be like,
oh
I know
my
that
gosh.
shit. But
Is it like teen fiction? You think?
Ish. Okay, so
Right.
It's set in the near future.
it's in the near
Okay,
future. Let's see, so I introduced Nathan to this book. So basically, in the near future, society we know it has not completely. It's basically it's changed. Like, we run out of fossil fuels. A lot of things has changed the environment. Basically, it's a doomsday scenario, but realistic.
Right.
But
Like,
one
resources are scarce.
yeah.
basically.
So life in the real world is shit. The only thing that people have to look forward to is that this Steve Jobsy, Bill Gatesy figure created this thing called the Oasis,
Okay.
which very similar to like this
World
the
of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft, but also the Sony VR.
Yeah.
Right.
So what is it? It's the internet? Just think of the internet, but like expanded.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And you put in these goggles and these gloves, and you interact in this world, and it's like real life.
Yeah.
Soon it started out as just a game, but then people started going to school there. Started people living their lives there and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Now, when this Bill Gates character died, his name is Halliday. That's his last name, James Halliday. When he died, he was quite this interesting, esoteric kind of guy. When he died, he left the whole thing, the billions of dollars, the whole company, the Oasis itself, to someone who could solve a set of riddles that he left in the world of the Oasis.
Okay.
Now, here's the kicker: James Halliday is our age,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
how old we are now. So
Well, I'm
he
older than you guys.
he's probably closer to your age. So he
Okay.
grew up
Yeah.
as a child of the 80s.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 80s culture, movies, bands, TV shows is like now mainstream cool again
Yeah.
because of James Halliday.
Right.
Because
So-
he basically puts up billions of dollars up for grabs.
Yeah.
And if you can solve these puzzles based on my loves as a child,
Yeah.
you will just take everything.
So
and
all
you'll
this-
basically own the Google / Apple.
Exactly.
wow.
All the
Yeah.
steps to getting it is based on 80s culture. It's great. Even
Interesting.
even if you're too young or not into 80s culture, it's still super worth getting. It's
Yeah.
probably one of my favorite books of all time.
Also, just like another hook, just like, to really get you in. No
Yeah.
spoilers, but you find this out in like the first few pages.
Okay.
Like the whole world is obsessed with it, like finding this treasure,
Right.
and the book focuses on this one guy who, after like 4 or 5 years of no one finding anything, this one kid finally finds the first clue.
The first clue. Yeah.
He finds the first clue, and it's like, holy shit!
It
Like the
opens up
entire
the whole
world is
thing.
like, and like because it's like the internet, right? The whole world's
Right.
like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he found it, and then yeah, it starts.
So
off from
what
there.
what does Ready Player One mean? The title. That's the thing you'll see when you start playing Pac-Man or any of these 80s games.
Right,
You put in
right.
your quarter. Ready, Player One. Start. So that's
Right.
Ready Player One in a nutshell.
Can I?
Yes, I brought this because you wanted me to talk about
the
technology
Kindle.
thing.
So
Okay.
how has that transition been? And do you not miss holding books?
Now, okay, I was actually very, should I get a Kindle? Should I not get a Kindle? This was just before I came back.
Right.
And,
Because Kindles only work in the
in the
US.
US.
It's supported in it. So
The
You
reason
need a
why
US
I got it was because I had so many books.
right.
and
so
shipping
you
them
were
back
forced.
was costing me a bomb. And
Yeah.
then like I'm in the midst of moving house now, and it's just so many books. And
Right.
and after considering the Kindle, I thought it was a good buy
Mm-hmm.
because you get to keep all your. I mean, this is okay. My first page on books. Okay, for
Right.
example, Cantina.
You have to put it closer. Very clear.
Right. Okay. Now I like how it's matte, so it's not glaring in
Right.
your eyes. Okay. Now the thing that really sold me though was okay.
What's
for
that?
example,
Love and melodrama? What is
Oh,
it? No, Love and
Love and Misadventure by the poet Lang Lev.
Right. So for
Okay,
example,
so for example, okay, let me
So-
open that. Now,
poetry.
okay, so there's this little bookmark, okay? So that means that
Mm.
I liked this poem very much and I bookmarked it, right? Okay?
Which you have to physically bookmark if you actually do that in real life. Like,
Yes.
I mean, in,
Or dog ear.
or dog,
Right.
yeah. Right.
Okay, so let's say let's go to this book, okay? Strings Attached. Okay, it's about a violin teacher. Now what I love most is if I like a certain passage or sentence, I can highlight it just
Mhm.
like I would any other book, right?
Right.
I can highlight it, annotate it even,
And
and
then,
then
how do you get back to it?
after that I just go to can't see right, go to notes, and all the passages that I highlight show
Oh
up
wow.
in a list, right?
See, I'm learning something.
Right.
I have these features
So-
on the iPad, but I don't know how to use it.
So then that to me was better than scrolling through a physical book and finding the stuff that I
Right.
highlighted, right? And then for someone like me whose vocab is not very good, so for example, there are words that I don't understand. For example, sweeping gestures, grand sweeping gestures, and I don't know what gestures mean. I
Uh-huh.
just click the word,
and it's
and
connected to.
the definition of
Comes out.
gestures comes
and
out.
it's connected to a dictionary.
There's an internal dictionary.
Okay,
See,
but you're not
right?
connected to internet now.
And then the
This-
best part is no, I'm not connected to the internet right now.
Okay.
The best part is okay. Now, all the books that I have, I mean, I have 125 books in here. Okay, and if I'm on the bus and I don't want to read a whole book or search through a book for stuff, I just go to this thing called My Clippings. Okay, if I can find My Clippings, and it automatically compiles for you all the highlighted passages from all your books.
Oh wow.
So
So wait, I don't get. So you're on the. This is when you're on the bus.
no,
What do you
so
mean?
I mean, anytime when I
Oh, you
when I
just
don't want
wanna-
to read the actual book, I just want to, looking for inspiration and just want to read things that I've highlighted,
Right.
and everything you've highlighted comes
Oh
out.
wow, that's
Yeah. So I thought
beautiful.
just for this alone,
It was worth the
it was
transition.
worth the transition.
But how was the transition then?
And so
Was
it
it
was
difficult?
It was great. It was really, really great. It was so easy, and the good thing about it is now I'm a big Agatha Christie fan,
Okay.
and all her murder mysteries are very cheap on the Kindle.
Oh, wow.
So I got to tick off all the books on the list. But after coming back though, I realized you need an American credit card to use
Right.
it.
So this is where technology gets tricky sometimes. You need to
Yeah.
work. You need to know how to work around it. So what was the solution for this? Because
So-
Amazon only sells. Wait, if I'm not wrong, it sells. What was the problem? It doesn't let you buy
with
with
local
a
credit
local
card.
Singaporean credit
So
card.
I had to buy myself Amazon gift vouchers
Okay.
using my before my American credit card expired. I bought Amazon gift vouchers for myself so that I could continue buying books from the Amazon store.
Right.
But
So-
now that's sort of stalled for a while.
As in you
So-
run out of.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I
So
didn't.
you need to find a solution.
Yeah, and so I have been buying a few paperbacks now and